I know, wait, because we gotta make a checklist. Cool. All right. That's all good. Now we just wait. Record. Perfect. Ooh, do I hop into a Minecraft speedrun? Wait, yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. Okay, there it is. It's like that took. Yo, what up, Chestnut? Yo, Chestnut, we're gonna do one run of Minecraft. We'll wait for everybody to get in. That's the plan. We'll do one run of this one, wait for everybody to get in, then we'll hop on Subnautica. Bet. All right. Yeah, I'll give you and Ben the whatever it was mod. Actually, I think it's easier to run. How unfortunate. Should be good. These Minecraft runs is gonna be the one. Yeah, well, this is technically RSG. This isn't NRS because of the seed that we played before, but it's the seed that will carry us to victory. I'm telling you, we could definitely get a sub 45 easy on the seed, maybe even sub 30 if like we really push. I'm telling you, dude. Like this could be a sub 30 run for sure. Not this run specifically, but like this seed. All we need is if we get all the pearls and fire res, we can get our obsidian strictly from chests. We don't even need like obsidian trades. And then we can just make the portal like a few blocks off of the blaze spawner, and that's where the stronghold is. So actually, so it counts exactly. It's not a set seed. Well, it's is it a set seed? Because like this was part of the NRS run, so I didn't set this seed, but I found it. Well, I found it from random seed, so technically no, it's not a set seed, right? I think I messed this one up, low-key. If you set in on the run, then this runs RSG. Okay. Oh, SSG. Well, it's not set, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. It's like this seed's like weird because I found it on NRS and then I guess it technically could be SSG or RSG. It's not MCSR. It's not a filtered seed is what I'm getting at. But yeah, this is the run where if we get to the blaze spawner, we can just put the portal like 50 blocks away from the blaze spawner, and we'll spawn right on top of the stronghold. If we want to get real technical, we could figure out how to get into the end portal, but put the seed in or recreate it. Yeah, okay, it's SSG then. It's still impressive though. I like the seed though. Like we'll keep doing NRS, but this seed, if I can get like a sub 30, like I think I'll be complete. You know what I mean? If we can get a sub 30 on this, I feel like I complete the NRS challenge, or like the Minecraft challenge that we set out. Also, Dream used Taz during some of his manhunt clutches. I just can't prove it. Nah, he definitely used it during his speed runs. What the? Are we good? Oh, actually, I'm gonna grab this. No, I'm an idiot. I need to grab one wood plank back where that mine shaft was. Sorry. Watch the tech. Watch the tech. Ooh. Techie. Fix my inventory while I'm doing it. That's tech. Like, ain't nobody crafting a whole boat. No, it's possible. That was like the clutch of the... If that was real, then that's definitely like clutch of the year. Do I have a gold? Wait, I only got 2 gold. Oh, there's the other gold. Which way am I going? Okay. All right, let's go. Let's go, chat. Sir, oh, what up? I am Discord so I can join your streams whenever you go live. All right, yeah. Yo, Jazer, welcome in. Yeah, join the server and then I just post everything there so you'll know. Appreciate it, Jazer. We will get... I need a button. I keep forgetting. Give me this tree. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Works. We'll organize our inventory after. I don't need that button anymore. My grade's been good recently. Something bad is coming. Dude. That's not a way to think. Ooh, the Mechi's feeling good. Wait, the Mechi's feeling good today. We go 3. This. Bang. Bang. Okay. Let me cook, chat. Let me cook. I knew I didn't have it. Okay, we're good. Pickaxe. Then we go like this. It's not gonna work, is it? Okay, that's fine. Alright, that's good. Now we go 2. Grab. Oh, no. I'm kind of choking low key. That it? Yep, perfect. That was weird. Okay, perfect. Yes, flint and steel, dude. Let's organize real quick. Oh my god, I didn't grab... Oh, you're lying. You love to see it. Don't you dare. Yeah, we're chill now, Oh, hold up. Locks. Alright. Alright, I think it's over here. Yep. We're good. We're chilling. What, bow clutch? I didn't bow clutch. And then, like that. I'm gonna make the path now. It's a lot easier that way. Cool. Let's go. You ready? A skeleton also tried to shoot me. Are we serious? Oh wait, I didn't plan this out. 1, 2. Should be there. Perfect. Drop down. Perfect. We're good. Damn, we got a lot. I don't know if that's all the gold, but it's a lot of it. So it's fine. Let's just drop everything we don't need. Don't need that. Don't need this, that. Bone blocks don't need. Gilded blackstone don't need. What else do I not need? Yeah, that's it, right? We'll just organize real quick. Cool. Okay, wait, it's looking decent. It's looking decent. We don't have that many pearls. That's alright. See, the thing is, like, I can't get too close. Sorry, we'll let him go. We'll let him rock. We'll let him rock, chat. We're gonna grab that other gold block. Oh, actually. Cool. Now if we just go straight up here, let's give me another gold block we can grab. 12 minutes is a terrible run. Not my best. Not my best. All right. Whoa! What the? All right. Well, there goes that. Does he know where I am? I say no way. He's still on that. I don't really have an escape plan. I know nobody's mad at me. And then we'll go up to the triple chest after, chat. Because we're probably not going to get everything we need. Oh, they're mad at me. Chat, let me cook. Ooh, gold block. There's the other one. One at a time. Is this guy mad at me? Nah, he's chilling. That was close. That one's close, chat. That one was close. We're good though. My flint and steel, it's fine. Oh my god, dude. That was a little too close, chat. We're good though, we're good. We're back. Mm. 16 pearls is good. Not amazing, but not terrible. That's it. Okay. Alright, let's go. We clearly saw the what's it called? Fortress, so we don't even have to pirate, we just go. I'm gonna go to the upper bit of the bastion though, just so I could even get a better pearl as well onto the fortress, because we gotta travel a good amount of way to get to the what's it called? Get to the part of the bastion with the blaze spawner. It's a decent amount, chat. It's a decent amount away. Yeah. Say, what is this click? No. I told Chestnut we're doing one run of this while we wait for people to get in, then we're hopping on Subnautica. So after this run, we're hopping on Subnautica. All right. I'm not a clickbait type of guy, chat. Y'all know this. Full gold, take it. Take that. All right, cool. All right, we're gonna take this one. Let's organize inventory real quick. So we're gonna have this there. We have 16 pearls. Oh, we really cannot be using pearls, huh? Sorry, hold up. What's under me? Oh, okay. We're good. Probably should have blocks in my offhand. That's kind of on me. Not gonna lie. Probably should have predicted that. But that's alright. Oh my god, I just threw a fire res. Closest I've ever gotten to clickbait is cops call in a video game where you can call the cops and escape ending. Okay. Yeah, sure, buddy. Buddy, what are you talking? Actually, this is not going as well as I was hoping it would go. How'd you get full gold just from all the chests? Every chest is a different piece of armor type in that fashion. They're like all the way over here. Who remembers the fortress chat where it's like split off in like 8 different directions? I actually don't remember exactly where to go. It was this way. Yeah, they need to drop the Ultra Kill update. It's the longest and any update has taken. Well, that's because the devs just dragging it, bro. They got to get people hype. You know what I'm saying? Oh god, chat. Where do we need to go for this place spawner? It's over there somewhere. I bump up the render. Oh yeah, there it is. Look at that. I'm not gonna really make this, but it's alright. That's the best I got. Oh wow, I made it. Did not think I was gonna make that. Like at all. Oh, we have no blocks. Yikes. Fans, it's predicted to drop early this year. Fans are tweaking. Well, that was not the plan. Bro, where's this place spawner at? This skelly need to hop off. Yo, look at my eyes. That was trippy. I saw my eyes glowing pink. I didn't know why. Oh my god, he's a dumbass. Yo, where are these skeletons going, bro? Where are these skeletons going, bro? Y'all saw that movement, chat? I know y'all saw that movement. I know y'all saw that movement. Come on now, that's movement. That's finest right there. It's movement at its finest. Come on. It wasn't double those. It was this one over here. Content creators are dragging this infinite content machine harder than my balls. What? Just like waiting for an update, waiting for the update. Oh shit. Wait. That's a different bastion, chat. That's the bridge bastion. Yo, okay, it might be better to go to that bastion over there. Cause it's closer to the it's closer to here. And it's bridge, so it's easier to nav. Wait, chat, we might start going to that bastion, okay. Like fraud today, more fraud info. Oh. It burned. Okay, he's not coming back. Chat, what do you say start on that bastion over there? We have 39 obby. That's absurd. But I should pre-craft. I don't have any wood. Yes, I do. A little bit. 16 wool. Oh, no, mine. 19. How much can that get me? 6 beds. Oh, I got a 6 bed this chat. Yikes. No. Oh, we got a 6 bed this chat. What are we doing? Chat, y'all want to see tech? Y'all want to see tech? Look at the tech. Look at the tech. Ready? You go bang, bang, bang. Right, like that. And then you go bang, bang, bang. And you light both of them. Right? Y'all seen the vision though? Y'all seen the vision though? Bro. I'm being like harassed. He just sniped the blaze. Yo, are we serious? What kind of rage are these? Oh shit. Okay, this is not. Whatever. Chat, let's make a what's it called? Checklist, chat. Let's make a checklist. What even just happened? I didn't think I would die from that height. So I was gonna throw a pearl up to get the blaze rod, then the pearl will drop down back on the spawner. And then I died to fall damage. I didn't think I was gonna die to fall damage. I thought it was high. I thought it was low enough, but I don't. I'm gonna switch up that route. I think instead of going to that bastion right there, that I normally go to the housing one, I think I'm gonna go to the bridge because it's closer to the spawners, and bridge is just a quicker nav, and so it's easier to get a bunch more piglins. Live split. But we're making a checklist right now. That's the goal, is to make a checklist, chat. So, okay, here's what we can do. Do we want to watch that video again that we were watching yesterday, and instead of like skipping around, watch it fully and like see what he does and make a checklist that like based on what he does so we know what to do in order? Do we want to do that? Oh, does it work? I didn't check. Where'd you send it? Oh, the file you sent me? The file? Let me go to my downloads. It says open in Notepad. Sure. Wait, what? It did. Oh wait, hold up. Not it. it doesn't really show much. This is what it's showing. Oh, open it with live split. Okay. Live split. Edit splits. Import comparison maybe, or insert above. Other. No. What? I can't. I can't right click it. You get rid of that. Oh. Okay, and then what? Maybe save layout. Open split from file. Perfect. And downloads. Select the file was not recognized as a layout file. So we got like the first half, or the second half. We got like the second half of the thing. Because iStock is like towards the back half of it. Hold on, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quickly, chat. Chestnut, try and maybe I'll just re-download it maybe, because I opened it with Notepad, so it might have messed something up. So I'll just re-download it when I get back. Give me like 30 seconds. Oh, same happened with you? Oh, then I don't know. Maybe the open layout thing. Hold up. Wait, what? Is that news still here? Maybe the open layout thing. Hold up. Let me just reopen last split. Chat, tomorrow's stream's gonna be in the morning, like it normally would be. Wait, I can't even get out of this now. Right click timer. Oh. What you said? Yeah. No, we're trying to. Yeah, basically. It's like the timer that we had that we used for schedule 1, but Chestnut found a way to make like a checklist, so we know what we should be on at like what time, so we know if we're behind or so. Open layout. Oh, wait, nope. Open layout. Okay, from file, download, there's nothing. I mean, we could just make one. How'd you make this, Chestnut? Because we could just make it like on our own. Eventbrite. Wait, how do I get back? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna maybe edit splits. And we could just like uh okay. Well, okay, well now I can't even use live split. That's a problem. Like I can't just use regular live split now. Like how am I gonna what's going on? How am I gonna go back to how it was? Just close and reopen. Buddy, I've been doing that. I did that like 4 times. Right click. I just clicked exit. I just clicked it. It just closes it. Close splits. Oh, perfect. All right. Well, we can always do the Google Doc. Chat. We can just do this, and we can make a checklist if y'all want. So I think the best plan of action is to watch the video we were watching, but watch the entire thing so that way we can write down what he's writing down in the order or we can write down what he's doing in the order he's doing it so we kind of have a gist. I think we need to have like 10 checkpoints. You know what I'm saying? The first one's definitely gonna be like the start, and then we'll like figure out how to do like the buckets. I don't know. But I think if we like write it down in the order he's doing things, it'll make it easier. So do we wanna watch the whole video, chat? I have the I can upload it. Hold up. Wait, chat, I have the picture. I can upload the picture of the resources we need. Let me go to my Google Docs real quick. Hold up. Image photos. It's kind of a shitty picture, but it works. For what it's worth, it's fine. Alright, cool. How do I there we go. I'll try and make a live split checklist myself tomorrow. Just send the needed checkpoints. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna do the needed checkpoints now. So I said we watch the video again. I think that's the best plan. I think that the best plan is to watch that video, make a checklist based off that video.
Hey everyone, my name's Tomato Anus.
All right, so chat is on my second monitor. No, it's fine because I'll let y'all guys see it as well. The speedrun.com subpage has a whole written document. Oh, it does? On what? On what? Speedrun.com or on like Reddit? Guiding the run. So do we want to go from there instead? What the? Chat? Chat, what's happening? Why is my mouse? Wait, why is? What the? Wait, chat. Is this supposed to be? Why is it dragging it? Yeah, but here's my hand is like off of it. Look, my hand is. Okay, well, I'm king of breaking games and I broke my mouse. I, I mean, I went from breaking games to breaking my mouse. Oh, right click or left click fixed it, but like, how does that even happen? You can't even. Y'all can hear my mouse. You can't like. What happened? What the? What was that? Also, where did the thing go? Oh, it just closed. Okay, cool. Mm. Bro, I went from breaking games to breaking my mouse. Oh, yeah, you said the video on speedrun.com. Subnautica. What's the Minecraft record right now? Just want to know who has it. Low key. Dude, ooh, Dugal's got a 730, not bad. Oh, how are the how's the hold up? MCSR ranked standings. Is it last chance quals right now? Anyways. It's so sad, chat. It's so sad. It's so sad seeing this. Damn, 6 seconds. That's really good, actually. 6-second difference. Feinberg's got 57. Can I filter a player maybe? I want to try and see if Curry's got random seed. Okay. So hold up. It was Subnautica. How do I? Oh, the world record is 52 minutes for glitchless. Oh, damn! By 2 minutes. Read the doc off stream. It's lengthy. I saw that. I don't even know where I'm going though. What do you mean doc? Where's the help? I'm probably not reading the doc. I'm gonna. This. It's guides, buddy. I don't see guides though. Oh. Creative. This. Beginner's guide? Or which one? I'm pretty sure it's probably beginner's guide. Oh, what's this? Where's the video at? Wait, are you saying watch the video that I had up on YouTube, or is there a video here? Oh. Hold on, let me cuck real quick. No, wrong thing. History.
Name's Tomato Anus, also known as
Alright.
Don't Capitalize My Name, also known as Churro Pequeño.
All right, chat, lock in. So, I think we need what, like maybe 10 checkpoints or so. The ones I could think off the top of my head are early game resource gathering, making a base, doing the glitches, like getting the sea glide, performing super sea glide, getting resources, high capacity O2 tank. Then from there it's probably just if I had to guess, maybe go to shale and then go to the Lost River / inactive lava zone. Create the enzyme, make the what's it called? Make the Cyclops. Disable the gun and leave. That's probably like those 12 in order is probably like what's gonna happen, right? Would y'all agree, or do you think there's something else that I missed? We could probably just write that down, but we'll wait.
And this is an any % survival speedrun of Subnautica. This run is performed by Eclipsed, the current world record holder for this category, who also helped me write the script to make sure that I didn't done goof.
Wonder how far down Eclipse is now. Hold up, let's see. Serum.com. Chad, do you think Eclipse is top 10 still? Oh, Eclipse is number 5. That's cool. Tough.
If you'd prefer to watch either this run without commentary or Eclipse's current world record, they're both linked in the description. Additionally, this is an any...
Oh yeah, he has the... Oh. Oh, this would be really useful, actually. This would be really useful. Damn, it's all right. We can, yeah, we can just make one, and then Chestnut, you said you'll make the live split thing for me tomorrow.
% run, so glitches are allowed, but if you'd prefer to watch a glitchless run, I've linked the current glitchless record by Cinnamon Cookies in the description as well.
I thought this said 2 hours. Oh. I thought this. Wait, why don't we just copy theirs? Wait, chat. Why don't we just copy theirs? Yeah, why don't we just make a thing based off what they have? Oh, his is kind of just like Teeth, Aurora, Mountain Island, Thermal Plant, QEP, Sparse Reef,
They're both
Liftoff.
linked.
He's got Shallows, Upper Tablet, Lava Castle, Containment, Shutdown, Cyclops, Aurora Blast Off. Oh, he has the Aurora second to last. Oh, so he has it differently. Oh, because it's glitchless, so he has to wait for it to explode. Yeah. No, I understand. Sparse Reef is the like where you go to get the what's it called? Like the shale and stuff. But I think we need a full breakdown. Like I'm saying, like by minute 5 we should have all the starter shit. Then by minute 10 we should have Sea Glide. Then by minute 15, you know what I mean? Like we need like something more than just this. We need like a full breakdown. Should we do it like that? So it's easy. So like if just in case we're lost and like okay, so say for example, right? Say for example we did this and we're at upper tablet or we're at shallows. I'm like, all right, what do I need to gather? You know, I mean that's the first thing. What do I need to gather? So I feel like we should do it like by minute 3, we should have the 3 starter things, which is 6, which is 1 copper, 1 titanium, and 6 acid mushrooms. Like a full breakdown. Do we like that idea or do we think that that's stupid? Make the live split list the bullet points in a separate Google Doc. Yeah. Okay. So let's go in depth real quick. All right, chat. So lock
in the
in.
Description.
Everybody lock in and help us out.
This isn't any percent run, so glitches are allowed.
This isn't like a react. It's more just like a watching, and then we'll you know, we'll go down the list right here. This is all the materials we need. So I don't, Chestnut, you know what you could do? I don't know if you can, but if you could find some way to add this into like a counter, and then every time we get something, you can like add. So like, say add acid mushrooms off rip. You can like once we get them, you can change it from 0 out of 10 to 6 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Like somehow get this onto like a live split maybe, and then you can like edit it, or make an overlay, and then you just edit it. That could work.
Loud, but if you'd prefer to watch a glitchless run, I've linked the current glitchless record by Cinnamon Cookies in the description as well. If you've never played Subnautica before, it's an open world survival action adventure game set on an ocean planet. We've crash landed on this planet, and the game's gameplay loop consists of collecting resources, interacting with wildlife, hunger, thirst, and oxygen, and if we die, just reveal right up front. This items removed from our inventory. In order to complete our overall goal of escaping the planet, we have a few things we need to accomplish, but they're sort of spoilers to just reveal right up front. This may seem
You got that stream deck link? That shit to a counter? Oh, you're right. Wait, link it to a counter. What do you mean? Because I'm gonna be speedrunning. I can't like I can't be what's it called? I can't be updating it after every time I get something. I need y'all to do that for me. We're gonna be pausing every 3 seconds to cross something off. All right, lock in. Let's start writing shit down.
Antithetical to speedrun videos, but I like to try to avoid spoiling games unless it's absolutely necessary to understand what's happening. For these purposes, certain things on our to-do list this run are censored.
Yeah, we can figure it out.
When we get to the point where we talk
if you
about
want,
these,
I could send you the picture that I put into the Google Doc. Or you can just screenshot it from the stream. Like if you're on your phone or something, or take a picture on your phone, and then put it into an overlay on Stream Elements, and then tomorrow just send me the link, because then you could actively be in the Stream Elements thing editing it while we're running.
Items, I'll provide a spoiler warning for spoiler avoiders to mute the video for a bit so you can still enjoy the video without having the details of the plot spoiled. There will be visual gameplay spoilers throughout the run though, so you have been warned. With that all being covered, let's get into the
Hey Chicago guy, I'm home from my that ruins. Dude,
starting the run proper. There's a bit more prerequisite info we need to go over. First is that the run is done on a down-patched version of the game, with the patch being from September 2018. In the game's speedrun history, it used to be more important for the game to be down-patched, but it's not as important nowadays aside from 2 things being doable on this patch but not later ones. Secondly, the keybinds that Eclipse uses are a bit different than standard. Subnautica gives you the option to bind 2 keys to one action, so Eclipse plays with both the left mouse button in scrolling down bound to breaking rocks, and both the right mouse button in scrolling up bound to moving items in inventory and storage screens. This lets him do things like break rocks and pick up a ton of items quickly by scrolling to spam inputs, and also spam inputs to interact with multiple things in a single sweep of the camera.
I think I'll think of something. I have to be there for it to work. Yeah.
The last thing we need to go over before the run is resources and how they're dropped. In short, the speedrun of this game is a lot of resource collection and resource management. There's a total amount of each resource that we need to
You can screenshot this right now if you want. Chestnut. Since it's up. Perfect.
During the run, and we'll be keeping track of how much we have of each resource compared to how much we need. Throughout the run, Eclipse will be collecting resources, crafting things with them, and mentally keeping track of how many of each resource he's collected. Resources are either harvested from deposits of said resource, oftentimes using a tool to do so, or harvested from the planet's flora and fauna. Some resources, though, are available for collection from something called a harvesting node. Harvesting nodes are mineral deposits holding resources that can be broken by the player's hands rather than having to use a tool, and when broken, give you one of several items. The game determines what item to give you when you break a harvesting node by way of something called a resource bucket. Think of resource buckets as exactly what they sound like, a bucket that holds resources. Each type of harvesting node has its own resource bucket, and whenever you harvest a node, a resource is drawn from that node's bucket and that resource is dropped for you. There's a few different kinds of resource buckets harvested in the run, one for every type of harvesting node that we break, and like I said a moment ago, the buckets have a chance to drop one of several resources. The easiest way to explain how it's chosen which resource is dropped is with an example, so let's use limestone outcrops first.
This is important, Chestnut, so if you don't know it, watch this. The limestone is very simple. I really only expect you to remember the limestone, because it's literally like you cannot forget this.
The way limestone outcrops are set up is for every 2 harvested you get 1 titanium and 1 copper ore. The first time you harvest a limestone outcrop, you have a 50-50 chance of getting either titanium or copper ore, and whichever one you get, then the next limestone outcrop you harvest, you're guaranteed to get the other.
I'd send you the... Here, I can just do it now. Oh. Copy. This here, yeah. There you go.
This empties the limestone outcrop bucket, causing it to refill with a new titanium and copper ore. The next time you harvest a limestone outcrop then, it's a 50-50 chance of getting titanium or copper ore, with whatever is chosen then being removed from the bucket until the bucket is emptied and then refilled again. Limestone outcrops are the simple one, with it being just 1 copper ore and 1 titanium for every 2 pulls, but buckets like the sandstone outcrop are a bit more complicated.
Yeah, the sandstone's a bit more complicated. If you can remember the sandstone, this is good. Everything else is like... So for that bucket, for this bucket, it has 6 items. Or no, this one has 8. And for like the shale, it's got like 64. I don't expect you to remember that. He didn't even go over it because it's too complicated, right? Like he didn't even go over it. Okay.
The sandstone outcrop bucket begins with 2 gold, 3 silver ore, and 3 lead starting in it, making for a total of 8 resources in the bucket. In your first 4 harvests of this bucket, you're guaranteed to get at least 1 silver ore, at least 1 lead, and exactly 1 gold. In the final 4 picks, you're then free to get any of the remaining resources in the bucket until the bucket is emptied, at which point it's refilled with the starting combination again. Alright, with that all being covered, we can get into the run. Eclipse begins by pressing and holding escape to get through the press any button prompt and also skip the intro cutscene with the run officially beginning on the first frame of gameplay. He then uses the scroll wheel to interact with the medical kit fabricator and exit the hatch in one smooth motion, giving us a first aid kit and putting us in the water. Our first immediate goal is to get at least...
I'm sorry, but listen, one last pause. You know it'd be good for this if I had the Logitech mouse, so that way I could click the button that lets the scroll wheel just like keep going. You know what I'm talking about? I forget what it's called. I think it's called free scroll. You know what I'm talking about on the Logitech mouses? That would be good for this.
1 copper ore, 1 titanium, and 6 acid mushrooms. Right away we grab some...
All right, right. We're gonna write that. We're not gonna reach. All right, so off rip. 1 titanium, 1 copper, 6 acid mushrooms, and then Chestnut. If you want, you could try and like do timestamps. So like, I should have all this within like the first like 5 minutes or so. I'll get rid of that for right now. I should have all this within like the first like 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So like you could put that down the last. I'll just do like 3 minutes. I won't do that for all of this, but like you can figure it out. But I'll just start off with that.
Nearby metal salvage, which can be turned into 4 titanium, then go into a little cave area to grab acid mushrooms that always spawn here, and break a limestone which nets us a copper. Had the metal salvage not spawned where it did, then we'd have to break a second limestone to get the titanium we need, or if the limestone had dropped titanium, then we'd have to break a second limestone to get the copper. Back at our base, we make a battery using 2 acid mushrooms and a copper ore, then convert the metal salvage into 4 titanium. We then use the battery into titanium to make a scanner, and since...
Alright. Battery, scanner, standard O2. Battery, scanner, standard O2.
This empties the limestone outcrop bucket. Move from outcrops to the exit. We salvage not spawned where it acid mushrooms and a copper ore, then convert the metal salvage.
I can make a shared switch. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, so you and Ven could do it like together.
Into 4 titanium. We then use the battery into titanium to make a scanner, and since we got the metal salvage and have 3 extra titanium, we use it to make a standard O2 tank. The standard O2 tank increases our oxygen supply from 45 to 75, but coming up is a stretch where Eclipse will use his oxygen to time out him dying at a specific point. Having the O2 tank equipped would screw up that timing, so we want to leave our life pod before the tank is finished being made on the fabricator.
Okay.
Which you can see Eclipse doing here as soon as he selects to make the tank.
Okay. I'm gonna say leave pod before tank is finished. Perfect.
There's a bit more going on than Eclipse just confirming to make the tank and then exiting though, and I mean, you all viewing at home aren't dumb. I know you noticed that he interacts with the life pod storage container before
I know how to
exiting.
do it, don't worry.
This is him setting up a glitch referred to as remote storage or ghost storage. For consistency's sake, in this video, we'll just call it ghost storage. So there's a minor delay between when you interact with the life pod storage container and when the inventory screen pops up. Exiting the life pod during this small window interrupts the animation of our inventory being pulled up, causing it to not open. What this does though is the next time that we manually pull up our inventory, we'll be able to remotely access the storage container, letting us deposit or take items from the container from anywhere. This glitch is used all throughout the run, but is something that you have to set up every time to perform. It's not something you set up once and then you're able to use all the time. Also, something worth noting real quick while we're paused is that typically in this game, the fabricator menu doesn't stay open while the fabricator is making something.
Okay.
Usually, the menu fades away and stays gone until whatever item being made is finished, at which point the menu reappears. By holding down the sprint key though, which by default is shift on the keyboard, the menu
okay. So by holding down sprint key.
menu stays open for us to navigate while the fabricator is fabricating.
Oh, okay. Hold down sprint key. That's gonna be like just like a thing. I'll just put hold sprint. Got it. Perfect.
So once we have ghost storage set up, we make our way to the next point of interest and we swim on the surface of the water since it's 33% faster than swimming underwater. Eclipse is heading to a giant coral tube that he spawned near, which, speaking of, when you start a new game, you spawn in a random spot inside of a spawning area in the center of the map. Only about 15 to 20% of the potential spawn area is considered to be good, based on proximity to things on the map like the coral tube, and in this run we spawned in an area that's referred to as Clip A, which is Eclipse's favorite spawn area for reasons we'll cover
So
later.
we can't really
So
put
the
that
coral
down.
tube
We'll
is
just look
filled
for
with
one.
quartz and limestone, and we need a bunch of those resources for the run, so we're going to collect all of it up until we hit
We
22
won't write that down.
items.
We'll take a mental note that we need
22
to
is
find
the
one,
exact
though.
number of items that will be able to fit in our storage container with some other items we're about to grab, so 22 is where we stop.
Okay. 22 items, then stop. For ghost storage. Okay.
Eclipse makes his way through the coral tube in kind of a spiral to cover as much ground as possible, and in this run
We might
he
resume
empties
this
out
tomorrow,
the coral
chat.
tube with item grab 21, but he knows there's a chance that outcrops spawn on the edge of the tube, which one did here to make for item 22. He had just enough oxygen to make it through the tube into the surface without running out, and after refreshing his oxygen, he dives back down into the kelp forest. This is the oxygen refill that we're going to let run out to time out a death. Here we pick up some metal salvage for a reason that will be more clear later. Just remember for now that we picked up some metal salvage in the kelp forest.
I know why he did
After
it.
grabbing 2 creepvine seed clusters, Eclipse pulls up his PDA, which activates ghost storage, then deposits the 22 items we got from the coral tube, along with...
Okay, so we're gonna put refill oxygen, then grab seed cluster.
the 2 seed clusters we just harvested. So our main mode of transportation in the run will be the Sea Glide, but we have to unlock the blueprints for it before we can craft it. To unlock the blueprints, we have to use our scanner to scan 2 Sea Glide fragments, which spawn somewhat commonly at this wreck just past the kelp forest. The blueprints don't always spawn in a convenient place, so finding them quickly is a pretty common reset point in speedruns. After scanning the fragments, we run out of oxygen and we have 8 seconds after running out before we die. When you die, you respawn in your last base, which in this case is the life pod, and you lose any items on you that you didn't have on you the last time you were in your base, save for one randomly chosen item and any key story items. After spawning, grabbing the O2 tank from earlier, converting the metal salvage...
Refill is without a space in between the... Wait, what? Oh. I spelled fill wrong. Great comms. That's not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. All right. Then we go scan for Sea Glide. Let O2 run out.
into titanium and grabbing a ton of items. Eclipse then proceeds to make a series of items which are a battery, copper wire, silicone
Battery, copper wire,
rubber,
silicone.
2
Battery, copper wire, silicone, 2 glass. When respawn, make battery, 2 glass, silicone, copper wire.
glass, lubricant, a survival knife, and the Sea Glide. He then dumps most of his items into storage.
Lubricant, knife, Sea Glide. Lube, knife, Sea Glide.
To make space for new stuff, but keeps tools like the knife and Sea Glide in his inventory and sets up ghost storage again as he exits the life pod. He'll then be on his way to make a resource gathering loop, namely for quartz and limestone. Eclipse knows that throughout the...
Okay. Then we'll just put after go get quartz and limestone. Perfect.
run, he needs to gather a total of 21 quartz, and that so far he's gathered...
Why is this shit at like 40p? I lied. It's not.
9, so he needs to get 12 during this resource loop, and you can never really get too many limestone because of how much copper and titanium we need for the run. In addition to quartz and limestone, he just broke 3 sandstone during this loop, netting him 1 silver, 1 lead, and 1
That's not
gold.
guaranteed. I'm not gonna write that
Outside the
down.
cave, he slashes 3 table coral with his knife, giving
And 3 table coral. Okay, cool. This is W list, chat. This is W list.
him 3 of the 13 he'll need for the run. He then grabs another metal salvage before swimming a short distance and diving down into a crevasse where he'll grab a handful more quartz and limestone. Down here in the crevasse, Eclipse will break 3 additional sandstone, which happen to net him 1 more of each of the potential drops. Just a reminder, sandstone can drop gold, lead, and silver and has a bucket size of 8. Since our first 6 drops from the sandstone bucket were 2 of each possible item, that means that the next 2 sandstone we break will give us 1 lead and 1 silver ore, and the bucket will then reset.
It's a good start.
Our inventory is getting pretty full at this point, so we activate ghost storage and dump as many resources as we can before putting our PDA away and grabbing any resources we come across on our way to exit the cave. Our oxygen supply is running pretty low, but we're close to the life pod and we're holding a ton of resources that we just harvested that we don't want to lose and can't fit into storage, so rather than letting our oxygen run out to spawn back at the life pod, we simply just head back home.
Now I remember this, chat. He knows what he's doing. I don't, so I'm gonna be going up for air a lot more than he is. But we'll do what we can.
Back inside, Eclipse will make a battery, copper wire, a computer chip, a
Battery, copper wire, computer
wiring.
chip. All right. Go back to life pod. Make battery, copper wire, computer chip, wire kit, and limestone if possible.
Kit and put it all together to make a habitat builder.
Then habitat rebuilder. All to make Alright, cool.
Which is one of the last tools we need in the run. It pretty much just lets us build new bases. He'll then turn the metal salvage he grabbed into titanium. Before he exits the life pod with a ghost storage setup, Eclipse makes sure all his glass is in storage and also picks up as much quartz and titanium as he can, while also making sure he has a bit of copper too.
Okay. So exit with all glass in ghost storage. Take all quartz. Take as much titanium, glass, and copper as possible. This is where he makes his base, chat.
When he's outside the life pod, he starts making his way to a specific location where he's going to build a base.
Try to make this tomorrow or not, because I don't got nothing better to do. Don't matter to me. I could send you a picture if you want. We might. I don't think we're gonna finish this though. I think we'll do like, we might get to like 30 minutes into the maybe 45 minutes into the video. Wait, I don't know. If we're like 30 minutes in, we'll save the rest for tomorrow. If we're like 45 minutes in, we'll just finish the rest of 10 minutes. Hold up, chat. Give me like 5 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry. I said we're watching Subnautica, so it's gonna be Subnautica. Duh. We're prepping for Subnautica.
Depending on where you spawn in the speedrun, there are different locations where you want to build your base, all with the goal of minimizing travel time later in the run. When Eclipse goes to place the base, he'll race to place his face in the space between two shiitakes. Fuck, that didn't rhyme like I thought it would. So once he's in position to place the base, Eclipse will aim up and slightly above this coral shell plate right here. This lines up his camera so that when he goes to construct an eye compartment, it'll be placed in the perfect position, slightly clipping into the shell plate. The eye compartment only requires 2 titanium to make, which he has on him, so it's fully constructed pretty quickly. Once it's fully constructed, then the coral shell plate that the compartment was clipping into gets deleted. This is actually the purpose of the setup, to make sure the base was placed in the correct spot so the shell plate is deleted. If the shell plate wasn't deleted, then there's a chance it would cause an unwanted glitch where the right resources don't drop when we go to collect some table coral in a bit. Eclipse will follow up the eye compartment by building a hatch on the end, which requires just a quartz.
I remember how to do the setup, so we're just gonna skip past this a little bit.
If you forget. They're making us move roughly 3 times as fast when using the Sea Glide. This is a glitch called Super Sea Glide, and without it, this run would probably be around 15 minutes longer. Super Sea Glide isn't permanent, and you can lose it in a few ways. 2 notable ones are that you lose it if you break the water surface or if you enter a base that isn't flooded. If you enter a flooded base though, you're fine, you don't lose it. If you do lose it though, which will happen a couple times in the run, then you can get it back super easily by going into a flooded base, deconstructing the hatch, and then reconstructing it real quick. With Super Sea Glide set up,
yeah, and like the latest patch, I don't know, because I don't know if you could do the glitch, like the clipping glitch where you clip it into the rock. I'm not sure if you can still do that, but if you can do it, then it's still possible. Yeah.
Eclipse heads outside to collect some table coral since he needs 10.
Oh wait, you technically don't need to clip into the rock for it. I'm not sure. I mean, I would think so. I would think so. Maybe not though. I'm not sure. It might have gotten passed. Let's see. Did Super Sea Glide get patched? Yes. Oh. Has patched it in experimental mode, and it is expected that it will be completely patched soon. However, some players have reported that the glitch still works in certain situations, indicating that it may not be fully patched. So I guess if you find the right situation, then it's not patched as of right now.
And more for crafting purposes. These 3 here were destroyed when the acid mushroom blew up. After grabbing the final 2 table coral.
Okay, so after Super Sea Glide, get the rest of the table coral, and then in parentheses I'll put 10.
Well, he heads down into a cave to grab a ton of resources, including 4 acid mushrooms to round out all of the mushrooms needed for the run. Harvesting this
4 acid mushrooms and resources. 4 acid mushrooms, limestone, sandstone, and quartz. Perfect.
This cave is unique to runs where you spawn in the area referred to as Clip A, whereas if you spawn in the area called Clip C, you harvest a different cave that has 3 fewer sandstones. The 3 extra sandstone you get with the Clip A spawn is the reason why Eclipse.
See, we got to figure out what clip I spawn in, because I probably want to spawn on Clip A because we're watching a Clip A run. So we probably got to figure out what clip we spawn in.
Prefers Clip A runs to Clip C runs, since the 3 extra sandstone give him a chance to get his 3rd gold of the run early, meaning that he can finish making his 2nd fabricator early, which greatly speeds up the fabrication process. After making batteries with both fabricators, followed by a glass in one, Eclipse.
Oh, 2 batteries fabricator.
Dumps
two batteries and a glass.
He has other than tools into a locker and heads to the kelp forest.
Okay. 2 batteries, glass,
for what Eclipse calls the biggest pain and suffering that this game has to offer.
The dogs.
Stalker teeth. So in Subnautica, there's 4 different visual variants of metal salvage.
We learned this already, don't worry.
This is where the Appetooth were, and the reason why he went out of his way to do the good salvage in his inventory. Also, something to note, good salvage and bad salvage look the same in your thing though. Dogs don't pick up salvage for the sake of picking up salvage. They have a mechanic called net salvage. They bring the spin down things that a varying spawn onto it with fragments in them. When scanning the first one, he does the knife swinging animation and swaps to a scanner just to get the fun janky arm animation that doesn't do anything in this category other than entertain.
Do I do this at least once in the run? Should I do that at least once in the run just to say I'm a true speedrunner? Just to say I'm a true speedrunner? What do we think? Alright. Why that in? Stalker teeth. Arm scanner movement for true speed running potential. Chestnut, when you make the checklist, I expect this to be in the checklist. It should have its own time and everything. All right.
These boxes have a small chance of spawning here and contain fragments for the mobile vehicle bay, which we need 3 fragments of for the blueprint. After grabbing 2 teeth into titanium, Eclipse heads to the second box and scans that one real quick too. He then
MVB as well.
slices a creep vine to get 2 creep vine samples.
Just send me this doc when you're done. Do you want it tomorrow? Because I don't know if we're gonna finish the video tonight. Because I think I might have to go somewhere and like after stream. I'm not gonna cut stream short, but we could finish it. I don't know. We'll see. Because we're 21 minutes. We have 30 minutes left. Just when you're done. All right, it might be tomorrow, but tomorrow we're not gonna start. I think we'll start speedrunning on Friday. I think tomorrow we'll try and practice, like maybe getting Super Seagull. Oh wait, we can't. We can't practice. Oh yes, we can. We'll practice getting Super Seagull. I think. Can't look at it till like 5:30 p.m. my time. What? Wait, what? Okay, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'll just send it to you whenever.
And loots 3 creepvine seed clusters from the same plant.
And then also 3 seed. Wait, creepvine. Oh, seed clusters. Okay. Oh yeah, no, you're good. Well, we're gonna need it for Thursday, but not for tomorrow. Or I'm sorry. We'll go and sleep. Good luck, have fun. Check the doc out at the stream. Okay. We're gonna need it for Friday, so you're good. You can make it tomorrow.
Eclipse is then going to chill for a bit, waiting for the final 2 teeth to drop, and after that he'll grab the metal salvage he dropped and head back to the flooded base. One of the dogs will be carrying a salvage when Eclipse goes to collect them though, so he'll have to slice that dog to make it say, "Ow, why the fuck did you do that?" which causes it to open its mouth and drop the salvage.
Okay, so he wants to get all 4 stalker teeth here as well. So we'll just put 4. Chad, do we like the I think this is a good checklist. Dumbass dog, yeah, facts. Ignore all. Alright, he's gonna go back now though.
Salvage. In the meantime, while this all unfolds, I'd just like to say I hope you're all doing well. If not, then I'd just like to remind you all, as always, that no feeling is final. I understand how at times it can feel like your life is controlled.
Could use less words. Well, obviously, this is just for in-depth. When we make the split, you can obviously just put like this right here, and then you could do like 22 item ghost storage, and then you could do like refill seed cluster. You know what I mean?
Solely by thoughts of dread and despair, but I promise you, those feelings are not permanent. They do not define you, and they do not define the rest of your life. If things are difficult, then please take a step back and remind yourself that there is a tomorrow and you will be here for it. Back to the run, we're now at the base and beginning to dual wield our fabricators by using them to make a fiber mesh and convert all our metal salvage to titanium.
Fiber mesh. Okay, so we're gonna go fiber mesh, all metal salvages, to titanium. Spelled that wrong. Oh no, I didn't. Just put caps lock on. Perfect.
After turning one creepvine cluster into silicone rubber and the other into lubricant, we
Okay. One creepvine to silicone. Other 3 to lube.
unequip our standard O2 tank and combine it with 2 glass, 4 titanium, and a
2 glass, 4 titanium.
silver ore to make
Okay. Two glass, 4 titanium, silver, O2 equals high O2. Perfect.
make a high capacity O2 tank. We then make another lubricant and turn 10 titanium into an ingot, and again, it's worth mentioning that
one more lube titanium ingot.
we're menuing and moving items so quickly thanks to the fact that the right mouse button is bound to scrolling up. Eclipse will then perform a glitch called flare storage, where he'll click the for principles. It's just we needed the flare to set it up since there isn't a delay with the lockers in.
So at this point, I'm gonna just one flare. What's a flare, chat? Is it just like one titanium or something? We'll figure it out.
This base like there is with the storage container and the life pod. After setting up flare storage, Eclipse is now heading to a cave/geyser area where he'll do a bit more resource gathering. The top area here is filled with 8 guaranteed sandstone along with a few non-guaranteed limestone. Normally during
Okay, so here he's just getting sandstone.
the run,
right?
Eclipse mentally keeps track of where he's at in the sandstone bucket, which in this case he started at 4.
Okay, so we'll just put here, we'll go sandstone plus limestone. Perfect.
of 8, but because there's always 8 sandstone that spawn here, he knows that he'll be at 4 of 8 again once he grabs them all. Once he clears out this area, he's going to dive down deeper out of the area of guaranteed sandstone and into the area of advanced darkness, or I mean random sandstone.
Okay.
Eclipse is looking in every nook and cranny for any sandstone he can find with the goal of completing this sandstone bucket.
See, also he knows where shit spawns. I don't, so this might take a little bit more time than it should.
Followed by completing 2 more full buckets, which adds up to 24 total sandstone.
For those of you who don't know, I know nothing about Subnautica. I've played it twice. I found out about the game last year, and now we're speedrunning it. So, yeah, that's what this checklist is for. If you couldn't tell by the big ass title that says Subnautica speedrun checklist
on the tracker. Ignore the bucket number not resetting when it passes 8 for a bit. While down in these caves, we take pretty much a straight path through as we search for the sandstone. The spawn locations for harvesting nodes like sandstone are actually always the same, it's just a matter of whether or not they do spawn, so Eclipse knows exactly where to look for the sandstone. Something worth noting are 2 benefits that Super Sea Glide provides to us down here. One is that the squishy from Finding Nemo looking things called drooping stingers don't deal damage to us, and the other is that an aggressive fauna called crashfish don't detect.
No, we might need to get a rebreather as well. Hang on, I'm gonna put that in as well. I'm just gonna do, where should I put it? Right here. Maybe is the rebreather in this game? Or is it only in Sub-Zero? Is the rebreather in Subnautica or only below 0? Uh. Well, I'm not really getting. I think it's only in Sub-Zero, so never mind.
Protect us. The reason for these are a bit complicated, so I've summarized them at the bottom of the description if you'd like to learn more. So when he exits the cave, Eclipse heads to the surface to refresh his O2, and after activating flare storage to dump everything save 2 titaniums in our tools, we dive back down to collect some more sandstone and also look for some more metal salvage.
Okay. Use ghost storage. Go back down for more titanium and stones.
So the reason why we're keeping track of how many sandstone we have with the goal of getting to 24 is that having 24 on the counter right now means we'll have just completed our 5th bucket and be just 1 gold away from the amount we need for the run.
Okay. So complete 24. Complete 4 buckets sandstone, then just need 1 gold for the entire run.
When the count reaches 24, Eclipse keeps searching for sandstone until he gets a gold, which is guaranteed to be in the first 4 of the new bucket, but thankfully in this run he got it on the 2nd. Down here in the dark is a giant chunk of the original ship we were on that crashed, and by building a compartment that clips into the shipwreck gets deleted, letting us scan the fragment for the mobile vehicle bay that luckily spawned inside. This means we've now scanned all 3 fragments to unlock the blueprint for the MVB, since we scanned 2 earlier in the kelp forest. After grabbing another metal salvage, we're
honestly, this is just like a checklist, but I'm not going to be able to follow this perfectly in order because I'm probably not going to get spawned in clip A.
On our way back to our base, which, speaking of, it's pretty dark in the game right now, but the kind of ghost compartment that isn't constructed serves as a nice indicator in the distance if we need any help finding our way. This trip to the base is when we're going to be making most of our items for the rest of the run. This will be pretty hard to follow with a lot happening super fast, but here's a quick summary. Eclipse turns our metal salvage into titanium along with turning 10 titanium into an ingot. We'll then make 5 copper wires.
Okay, so hold up. So ingot, 5 copper wire.
4 of which will go into 4 computer chips.
Okay. 4 computer chips.
We'll then make 4 wiring kits, with 2 of them
4 wire kits. 4 wire kits.
Going into advanced wiring kits.
Okay. 2 comp wire kits. That's advanced.
And 1 going into a rebreather.
Oh, it is rebreather. Okay. I knew the rebreather was in the game.
Eclipse is also going to make a power cell, and something worth noting is that the power cell requires 2 batteries in the recipe, and our Sea Glide has a battery in it that's been drained a bit.
Okay. Okay, so power cell, take battery out of Sea Glide and replace with new.
From all our use. It isn't required for the batteries that go into the power cell to be full charge, so Eclipse swaps the partially drained battery out of the Sea Glide for a fresh one and uses the drained one in making the power cell. Sorry, I know this is a lot to keep track of, but this is a lot of what this run is, resource collection and management. Eclipse actually considers all this crafting to be one of the more difficult parts of the run because of all the work that goes into inventory management and getting good at doing it quickly. On his way out, Eclipse begins fabricating the mobile vehicle bay and deposited everything safe.
Okay. if can make MVB.
Tools, lubricant, and table coral, marking the end of the resource gathering and heavy crafting stages of the run. We're now
Okay. Not a bad shout. Not a bad shout.
on our way to the main wreckage of the Aurora, the ship that we were on that crashed on the planet. And heading there this early in the game is ill-advised since the Aurora is just spewing radiation.
Okay. So I'll just put go to Aurora. And then we'll figure it out from there. Oh. And get blueprints. Then die. Cool. That's all he does. And skip this part.
Back at the base, Eclipse will pick up the mobile vehicle bay from the fabricator along with a bunch of other items from storage. He'll then make a titanium ingot, drop off the MVB in a locker, and make sure he has 2 quartz, 2 lead.
So make ingot, 2 quartz, 2 lead. Make ingot. In inventory, have 2 quartz, 2 lead.
5 titanium, 2 ingots, a lubricant.
5 titanium, 2 ingots, lube. Okay. 5 titanium, 2 ingots, lube.
Lubricant and a table coral in his inventory.
Table coral, okay. Coral. Dude, I'm not going to remember any of this shit. I'm not going to remember any of this shit.
Before setting up flare storage and leaving the base. So when he leaves the base, Eclipse will partially deconstruct one of the solar panels to just under 20%.
Okay. And then deconstruct second solar panel to just under 20.
And netting him power first, do some
I know how to do
waffles.
this.
Eclipse begins making his way across the map and is going to harvest a hoverfish and some eye stalk seeds, then make.
Wait, we gotta watch this. We gotta. Tomato Anus got some. Wait, let's see Tomato Anus's videos real quick. This dude's got to have some good videos. How speedrunners get every achievement in Minecraft? I know how to do it. It's kind of. Did he do it with Feinberg maybe? We'll check it out. So he just focuses on speedrunning. It's kind of cool. Ah. Okay. Fire. W profile pic. Uh-oh.
James Tomato Anus
Oh
also
my god. Tomato Anus. Where were we, chat? Where?
noted. After the solar panels, Eclipse begins making his way across the map and is going to harvest a hoverfish and some eye stalk seeds, then make his way towards an island with a mountain on it. It's around now. We should probably talk spoilers real quick, so if you don't want to hear them, we have to escape the planet. So yeah, that's what those mean. So right now, we're on our way to do the tasks
So this is where he starts to get stuff for the enzyme.
that involve the woman making the X-arms and the detective, and in a second, Eclipse will pick up a tablet, which is a storyline item, and the first time you pick up a tablet, there's an animation where you tablet. This skips the tablet animation
Okay.
and saves around 2 seconds or so and can be done with any fish. Also, Eclipse grabbed a hoverfish earlier just because it was nearby, and they're also his favorite fish in the game. We're now going to do a bit more resource collection, looking specifically for lithium, which we have none of, and more
Okay.
gold, since the
Okay. So, go to Alien Island, get fish to cancel tablet, then look for shale and gold.
Those two, along with titanium, are the main resources
Oh.
we haven't finished collecting yet. In this area, lithium spawns straight up similar to quartz, and there's another resource bucket here, which is the shale outcrop. Shale buckets are a bit more complicated than the two buckets we've covered so far, with the bucket size being 200. Yes,
It's 200. I thought it was 64. Jesus.
that is
Christ.
correct. 200.
Yo, 200.
Rather than a
insane.
detailed breakdown of how this bucket works, here's the distribution for
Okay, so it's basically 30, 31, 38.
the
okay.
drops. Before continuing with his resource collection quest, Eclipse stops to make a quick base in a specific spot using the resources he brought with him from the last base, and also starts construction of an extra compartment to eat up a titanium to free up inventory space. So something about the Sea Glide is that it can slightly clip out of bounds, and here Eclipse uses that to his advantage to be able to interact with and grab another purple tablet that's sitting out of bounds here for some reason. Using
Okay.
the Sea Glide to
So make temp base near the enzyme portal. Grab tablet OB.
slightly poke our head out of bounds will happen again later in the run. We're about to break open a few more shale and get all the gold we need, and after that, Eclipse is solely going to pick up lithium on its own rather than using shale to try and get it to avoid filling our inventory with useless diamond. Take that, De Beers. So we're now approaching a crash area that contains some fragments, and right here Eclipse scans our second engine fragment for the
Okay.
Cyclops. In the crash area proper, the main thing he's looking for is another engine fragment since those spawn here, as well as fragments for the moon pool. The moon pool
All right. Look for Cyclops and moon pool frags near crash site.
is kind of like a dock and charging station that we can build, but we won't be using it for those purposes in this run. Instead, we'll be using it for other things. Glitches. We'll be using the moon pool for glitches. After scanning the two moon pool fragments and the final Cyclops engine fragment, we're off again to scavenge lithium. This whole stretch of
Okay, so we need plus lithium. A lot of words, but we're gonna concise this into like 10 or 12 points.
of the run is actually really tight on timing as our oxygen is running pretty low, but luckily Eclipse watched that one David Blaine TED Talk when learning the run, so he was able to hold his breath long enough to do it
And
all.
he's a pro
and
at
also
this
he's
shit.
good at the game and is able to do it all
Yeah,
quickly
I'm not.
enough
Yeah,
to
we're gonna be going up for air like 4 or 5 times more than he is. This is gonna take a while.
not run out of breath, that too, but mainly the TED Talk thing. Like when Eclipse and I had our call to go over the run, he talked about that TED Talk for like 4.5 hours and then pulled up the video of the speed run, set the playback speed to double, and blasted through the rest of the info. So as soon as Eclipse saw the color of the water on the horizon have a hint of pink indicating him entering a different biome, he activated flare storage and deposited everything other than his tools, the stuff he had when he left the base, one of the tablets, and one of the
Now
gold
he's
for the
grabbing enzyme shit. Okay. Grab enzyme stuff, and then I'll just do bulb tree, mushy tree, ghost weed. What are the other two?
he picked up, and also used the moment to grab the mobile vehicle bay from storage. He then sliced a bulbush and tree
All right. Get MVB from storage and
mushroom for samples, and will now go out of bounds for the first time by performing an MVB clip where he wedges himself in this overhang.
yeah, we have to figure that out. Oh wait, shit. Completely skipped like 4 parts. do MVB clip an overhang near common bulb and mushy trees.
Aims at a specific spot, deploys the MVB, and climbs on it as it jiggles and bounces around, putting him out of bounds. After grabbing the MVB for future use, we dive straight down with the reason for going out of bounds being to have a more direct path to the Lost River biome. If we hadn't gone out of bounds, then we'd have to go through a bunch of winding caves to get here, and that sounds exhausting. Fuck that. Getting back in bounds is super simple, with us just needing to swim straight through the one-way collision of the rocks, and once we do that, Eclipse will slice a ghostweed to get a seed. He'll then dive down into the nearby brine to both intentionally lower his health to about 60% and also see if any crystalline sulfur spawn, since we need some, but unfortunately none did.
Alright, so he wants crystalline sulfur as well. Try to find crystal sulfur. I just like add it. There we go.
He then waves hello to Casper, a leviathan that's above us, before he dives down again to enter a new biome, the inactive lava zone. Down here, Eclipse is going to be swimming around and scanning all the rock surfaces to look specifically for nickel ore, which looks kinda like a tiny potato. We only need to get 3 of them, but they are pretty sparse down here, which isn't super ideal since we constantly take little ticks of damage due to how hot the water is. Nickel is both super hard to spot and very easy to mistake for other objects, so it's just a perfect mess for the fact we're in a place that damages us just for being here. Eclipse spots a nickel from afar here, and with that single action, he made me consider calling my eye doctor about scheduling an exam. Luckily, the second nickel is nearby, but the third one is a bit farther and requires additional scanning of the area and venturing down a shelf. Once he finds the third nickel, Eclipse begins heading across the area, being sure to wave hello to Kevin in the process. Kevin is a sea dragon leviathan, and he doesn't bother us in this run, but from what I'm told, he has a big appetite for runners of the glitchless category. Also, I'm just being told these names for the leviathans. I'm not making them up. When we enter this cave to an alien...
Okay. Enter alien cave. Door. Can't forget the door part. I might just try and clip into the cave.
Base, Eclipse immediately grabs a couple kyanite along with a crystalline sulfur, both of...
Okay. Grab kyanite and sulfur. Kyanite's a word? I didn't even know kyanite was a word. Oh, it's not. Well, that's how I'm gonna spell it.
Of which we need 4 of. There's some additional kyanite to the left we just skipped, and we did so because we're really low on oxygen and need to get to a specific point quickly, so we're only grabbing stuff that's on the way. When he enters this big area, Eclipse swims up to and into the alien base that's here, giving him a quick burst of oxygen, but also removing super sea glide since he left the water momentarily. This is where we build our moon pool, which we'll enter real quick to set our spawn to, and it'll begin to float.
Okay. I see. So, make moon pool near base in cave.
Flood on its own since it automatically takes structural damage when built at depths of over 1100 meters. Eclipse is now running through this alien base where he leaps to a lower floor as a shortcut and also to take intentional damage to lower his health as much as possible. Down here he picks up this green ion cube and then uses the tablet in his inventory to open the force field looking gate. In here he does some fancy little hops to quickly reach a terminal that he'll interact with to retrieve a blueprint and then hop off the walkway to take enough fall damage to kill himself, causing him to respawn back in the moon pool.
Okay. So, get ion cube, blueprints, fall damage. Cool.
Unlike with our other base that requires us to deconstruct and reconstruct a hatch to reobtain Super Sea Glide, all you have to do with the moon pool is spawn in a flooded one to get Super Sea Glide. So after doing that, we re-enter the water.
Okay. Then get back moon pool.
And deconstruct the moon pool for the resources. Eclipse is going to perform another MVB clip in a specific spot, and the exact place where he does this clip is dependent on where we originally spawned and built our main base.
Alright, so we're gonna have to figure this out.
Which again, in this run is referred to as Clip A. If we had spawned in the other area that's good for high-level runs that's referred to as Clip C, we would be performing this clip in a different spot for reasons that will be apparent in a moment. So Subnautica, like many games, renders things that are flow.
So we'll say MVB clip.
Or anthropomorphizing an inanimate object.
Now that he's out of bounds, Eclipse is heading down and looking specifically for his 2 other crystalline sulfur, since this is the place to get it. You can.
Alright. Look for the rest of sulfur if needed.
Pick up the sulfur while you're out of bounds, but you have to be careful to not get too close to the sulfur and accidentally clip back inbounds. After he grabs the last sulfur in a moment, he'll then dive down deeper on his way to the main alien base we're going to. On our way down, we get a weird transmission thing from a Leviathan who wants to help us complete one of our main tasks, the one with the detective emoji.
After this base, we'll pause it.
After the scene from the found footage movie ends and we get back in bounds, we're going to slash a sea crown to get a seed of it as
Sea crown. Okay. Get sea crown.
well as grab another ion cube that's down here. So normally when you enter this area for the first time, there's a big cutscene animation thing that plays out, but because we entered this area via out of bounds, we skip the trigger for it and it doesn't play.
Okay. In what's this place called? Sea Emperor Base thing. Sure.
And the Leviathan that sent the transmission to us stays in a power pose the whole time. After activating the first pedestal
Okay, hold up. Let me watch.
with an ion cube, Eclipse then uses the sea glide to poke his head out of bounds into some sand to interact with a second pedestal. Normally,
Okay. So activate kids, then OB pedestal. Yep, that works.
the Leviathan blows the sand away for us, but she's busy right now. After the animation plays out, we teleport back to a set location, which is actually right next to the small makeshift base we made recently. There, Eclipse will deconstruct the partially built compartment to get the titanium back, then build a fabricator inside the actual base.
Alright. Deactivate. Hold up. What'd he say?
Right next to the small makeshift base we made recently. There, Eclipse will deconstruct the partially built compartment to get the titanium.
Okay. Deconstruct partial compartment.
Titanium back, then build a fabricator inside.
Okay. Then build fabricator. How far are we? All right. It's a great start. That's a great start right there. Well, we got a lot. We will finish that video tomorrow. Yeah, all right, 39, 35. We'll just put that in the thing. 39, 35. All right, cool. All right, that's gonna do it. We're gonna end it there. Appreciate all you guys. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Tomorrow we will finish the video and the checklist. We will start working on like the niche, like like Super Sea Glide and all that. I know how to do ghost storage, so we're good with that. We got to figure out tomorrow. We got to figure out Super Sea Glide, and we got to figure out where to glitch into the Aurora and the Clip A glitches. We got to do that tomorrow, and then Friday we'll start the runs. I hope, hoping Friday we start runs. If not, Saturday, one of those 2 days, hopefully. But yeah, that is the plan. I'm excited to start this. I will see y'all tomorrow. All right, peace.